Hi everyone, welcome back once again in my YouTube channel. So guys, I hope you all are doing great. So guys, in this video today I am going to discuss all about one very well known topic which is mostly asked in the interview room by the interviewer. So that topic is a spring boot interview question. So in the interview room, definitely the interview may ask the question related to the spring boot. So many questions, common question, what I will discuss today in this video. So guys, please be focused. So all the question I will explain one by one, which will very helpful to you. Once if you're going to attend any interview, if they may ask the question related to the spring boot. So I have collected all the question by the candidate who have given the interview in different MNC. Okay, so these are all top 15 spring boot question we generally asked by the interviewer in the interview. If you will consider all the 15 spring boot question, definitely we can't skip any question. Definitely all the very important question among that only. Okay, so one by one I will show you what the question generally they ask in the interview. Okay, so first question guys, you can see here what is a spring boot and its key features. So definitely this is the first question maybe happen in your interview. Okay, and second question, how does a spring boot simplify dependency management? Also this question very important. Okay, most of the time this question may ask. Okay, what is the role of the spring boot annotation? So 100% this question may ask by the interview room. Definitely guys. So what is the main purpose of at the rate of a spring boot application? That is the core annotation in the spring boot application. So definitely we should know the answer for this annotation. And next question guys, explain how a spring boot achieve auto configuration. Okay, this type of question also may ask by the interview. So you need to know this answer as well. Next question guys, how do you configure a spring boot application? What are the spring boot status and what purpose do they have served, right? And next question, how can you override a spring boot's default configuration? Okay, might be you may see first time this question, but first type question may ask by the interviewer. Okay, next question guys, it's very important. What is a spring boot actuator and how it is used in your application, right? And next guys, how does a spring boot handle externalized configuration? Next question, what is the significance of application.properties or application.yaml in a spring boot? Might be so many candidate, you know very well, right? What is the purpose of application.properties or application.yaml? I will explain one by one all the question. And next question guys, how can you create a spring boot application with embedded servers? Okay, this is also very important. Most of the interviewer ask this question. Explain the concept of a spring boot profile and how it is used. This question also important guys. You should know this answer. Okay, what is the difference between added component, service, repository and controller? Next question, how do you integrate a spring boot with database? If you know this answer very well, so definitely you can explain what in very confident way to the interviewer. Okay, sometimes they may ask if you are the what Java developer, definitely you use a spring boot, right, in your application. So what are the some common spring boot testing strategy, right? This is also sometimes asked by the interviewer. Okay, that's why guys, I have collected all the top 15 questions which is generally asked by the interview room in the interview by the interview room. Okay, so guys, and last, after complete all the question answer, if you have any what confusion, any query, any doubt, please do comment in the comment section. I will reply back to you once I will get some time. Okay, so please if you will do comment, okay, only I will come to know in which point you have what? Dot. Okay, that is the guy our agenda today, what I will discuss. Okay, so guys, what is our first question? What is a Spring Boot, right? And what its key features, right? So guys, before starting its answer, right, so we should know it a Spring Boot. What is a Spring Boot, right? So guys, it's simple in layman term, right? If you need to know, if you want to know what is a Spring Boot, that means first need to know what is a Spring Boot, right? So the Spring Boot is an approach. Guys, please concentrate and listen carefully. Okay, so a Spring Boot is an approach to develop a Spring based application with a very minimal configuration. Correct? Now also you can say that a Spring Boot is not a replacement. What? A Spring Boot is not a replacement for a Spring framework, because a Spring Boot internally uses a Spring framework only. Correct? Once again I will explain you. Also I will repeat. So a Spring Boot is a approach to develop a Spring based application with a very minimal configuration. Okay, also we can say, right, a Spring Boot is not a replacement for a Spring framework, because a Spring Boot internally uses a Spring framework only. Okay, but also we should know in different way, a Spring Boot is a framework that simplifies the development of a Spring based what application by providing a set of defaults and convention for configuring a Spring what? Configuring a Spring, correct? Yes or no? So guys, what is the key feature for that? If we explain what is Spring Boot, then we should also know what is the key feature of a Spring Boot. So guys, a Spring Boot key feature means, guys, you know, so it is auto configuration, right? A Spring Boot is a auto configuration. Auto configuration means what? Automatically configures a Spring application based on the class path and settings. Right? That is the auto configuration. Second guy, it has what? Embedded server, right? Provide embedded server like Tomcat, Jetty, or what? Undertow, eliminating the need to deploy war file. Right? This thing, what? We are going to use the embedded server. Guys, next, what a key feature? A status form, right? Pre-configured dependency guy set that makes it easy to include commonly used library. Correct, guy? So next, what is the key feature, guy? Production ready, right? What is production ready means? Definitely you heard actuator, right? Actuator means what? Include actuators for monitoring and managing the application. Correct? That is called the production ready. Production ready guy. That is one of the key features only in Spring Boot. So guys, opinionated default provide what? Sensible default to reduce the amount of configuration needed. Okay. So guys, that is the our what? Key feature of the Spring Boot. So guys, see what I'm going to explain. If you want to, please do comment. I will upload the PDF file for this answer. Whatever I'm going to explain, if you will do comment, if you need the PDF, so I can upload the PDF as well. Okay. So first you listen carefully what all the important question in Spring Boot and how we need to give the answer to respective interviewer. Guys, second, how does Spring Boot simplify dependency management? Okay. What a question? How does Spring Boot simplify what? Dependency management. Great, guys. So guys, we know, right? So dependency management, guys. Dependency management means what? So Spring Boot simplifies dependency management through the use of starters, right? Starters are a set of predefined dependency description, right? Just like example, you can see, right? A Spring Boot starter web, right? A Spring Boot starter data JPA, right? A Spring Boot starter mail, Spring Boot starter security, Spring Boot starter actuator, right? Spring Boot starter web flux, right? Starter web flux. Generally, we are going to use the reactive programming, right? So, guys, these all are the what? Dependency management, right? Spring will provide starter forms to simplify what? Maven or Gradle configuration. You're going to use Maven or Gradle configuration. So, such type of starter form you may use, right? Correct, guys? So, this is the what? Our dependency management. So, guys, reduced Maven or Gradle configuration, the program based on the event called reactive program, guys. Starter web flux, right? So what is that? So guys, that is the reduced Maven and Gradle configuration. That's why we're going to use the starter web flux. So also we can see, right? So different types of we have starter forms, right? So guys, third question: what is the role of @ Spring Boot application annotation, right? So guys, this is the core annotation in the Spring Boot. This is the third question, which is very important. Most of the interview, this question asked by the interviewer. If you can assume 10 interview, generally 10 of 10 interview, this question asked by the interviewer. So definitely we should know the answer why we need @ Spring Boot application, right? So guys, see, the @ Spring Boot application annotation is a convention annotation, right? Is a convenience annotation, you can say, that combine three annotation. What I've told, guys? So @ Spring Boot application annotation is a convenience annotation that combines three annotation. First, what? @ configuration. What? @ configuration marks the class as a source of bin definition, right? What I told, guys? So first annotation, that is @ configuration. It is used for Java based configuration. Also we can say what? It is used for Java based configuration. In other terms also we can say @ configuration marks the class as a source of bin definition. Correct, guys? Second annotation, @ what? Enable auto configuration. What? @ enable auto configuration enables Spring Boot auto configuration features. Correct? That means, guys, @ enable auto configuration means what? It is used to enable auto configuration in Spring Boot as the application context. Also, guys, in very simple term, you will come to know what is @ enable auto configuration means. What? It automatically create and register. What? It automatically create and register the bin based on two factors. What, guys? It automatically creates and register bins based on the two factors. What? First, include jar file in the class path. What? First part, include jar files in the class path. Second, whatever the bin defined by us. Means it automatically creates and registers bin based on two things: include jar files in the class path. Second, whatever bin defined by us. So that is called, guys, @ enable auto configuration will touch. Okay. Third, guys, @ component scan, right? So guys, scan the package, right? Scan the package and its sub package for Spring components to register as a bin. This annotation simplifies the setup of a Spring Boot application by what? Encapsulating these three key functionalities. So guys, this is the @ component scan. So guys, this is our third question, which is very important. So guys, don't confuse what I'm going to explain. If you will do comment in comment section, if you need answer of all this question in PDF format, I will send you. I will upload all the answer in PDF format. First, you just concentrate here and listen carefully. These are all the questions very important what I am going to discuss here. So guys, next question. Explain how a Spring Boot achieve auto configuration. What the question? Explain how a Spring Boot achieve auto configuration, guys. So guys, the answer should be, if this question may ask for the interviewer, so you need to give the answer in such a way what I am going to explain now. So guys, see. So a Spring Boot achieves auto configuration by using @ enable auto configuration. What already I have discussed in question number 3, right? Yes or no? If you achieve the auto configuration, definitely you need to use @ enable auto configuration. Correct? This annotation will come under @ a Spring Boot application. Yes or no? Absolutely yes. So guys, which automatically configures bean based on the class path dependency. Already I mentioned, right? So which automatically configures bean based on the class path dependency and setting in application.properties or application.yaml. It uses a series of conditional what? Annotation to apply configurations only when certain conditions are met, such as the presence of specific classes or properties, guys. So guys, also we can say a Spring Boot auto configuration mechanism works by inspecting the available beans and their configuration guide to provide sensible default or override them based on the application needs. So guys, this thing we should know what is the auto configuration which is achieved by the Spring Boot. Right guys? That is the answer number 4, guys. So guys, next question. How do you configure a Spring Boot application? How do you configure a Spring Boot application, guys? So guys, see, this answer also is very important. You need to know, right? How, what do you configure the Spring Boot application? Question number 5. So what should we answer, guys? So guys, a Spring Boot application can be configured using several methods, guys. Be concerned, guys, what I'm going to explain. So a Spring Boot application, what? A Spring Boot application can be configured using multiple methods, several methods, guys. First, application properties or YAML. Define configuration in application properties or application.yaml files located in the src min resource directory, correct? This is the first, guide. Second, environment variable, right? Use environment variable for configuration, which can be especially useful in cloud deployment, guide. Okay, this is environment variable. Third, guide, command line argument. Pass configuration properties as command line argument when starting the application. That is the third. Fourth one, guide, configuration classes. Use annotation that is @ configuration classes to define beans and customize setting as per your requirement. Right, guys? This is the way by which you can configure a Spring Boot application, guys. So guys, these are all the questions very, very important. Definitely I'm explaining here. So this such type of question may ask by the interviewer in the interview room. If you will concentrate and listen carefully, definitely you people are able to give the answer to the respective interviewer. Guys, question number 6. What are the Spring Boot starter and what purpose do they serve? Already I have explained in question number 2, right? So what are the Spring Boot starters, right? Yes or no? So already I mentioned, right? So we have different types of Spring Boot starter forms, right? Just like, right? So what? First, Spring Boot starter web, right? Spring Boot starter JPA for persistent layer, right? If you're going to use any database things, definitely if you're going to use Spring Boot starter JPA, that means database things are automatically configured. Spring Boot starter mail, if you're going to configure anything related to the mail, need to what? It will come automatically with Spring Boot starter mail. If you're going to do any security things, definitely you need to add what? Spring Boot starter security, Spring Boot starter actuator. So guys, these all are different types of what? Status, which is used by Spring Boot. Correct guys? Yes or no? That means these all are different types of Spring Boot starter. So guys, next question, how can you override a Spring Boot default configuration? This is also interesting question guys, important question. What? How can you override a Spring Boot default configuration, right? So guys, see, a Spring Boot default configuration can be override in several ways. What? A Spring Boot default configuration can be override in several ways guys. So what is the ways guys? You should know. So guys, first way, application.property or application.yaml. Define custom value for property in the file guide. If you want to write in default configuration, definitely you should mention all the things inside the application.property or application.yaml. Guys, next way, add the rate of configuration class. Use custom annotation, that is add the rate of configuration classes to define or override bin and setting as per your requirement. Third guy, profiles. You may heard. Use profile specific property files, application.day properties, application dot what, sit property, application dot prod properties. It depends upon your environment, right? That is the profile. If you don't know what is the purpose of profile, you may search on the Google, then you will more clarity on that. Okay, to override setting for different environment. Okay, if in your project you will have different types of environment, as per the environment you can use the configuration. Correct guys? Next way, command line argument. Provide property values as command line argument when you are going to what, start the application. So guys, these all are the default configuration which is overridden by the Spring Boot. Correct guys? So guys, question number 8, what is Spring Boot actuator and how it is used? Correct? Already I have defined guys what is the actuator, right? So guys, actuator means used to maintain or monitor the application such type, class loaded, thread running, yes or no, object created or not, URL mapping, last 100 HTTP request information, config properties, health check. Guys, these all are checked by the actuator, right? In Spring Boot actuator we have, right? So what is actuator means? You used to maintain or monitor the application. What type of the things they can monitor, guys? So when class is loaded or not, thread running means thread dump, to check the thread dump, object created or not, to check the heap dump, URL mapping, last if you want to show last 100 HTTP request information, you can check with the help of actuator. Config properties, health check, all the things you can monitor with the help of what, actuator, right? That is the main purpose for the actuator, right? Right guys, the next question what we have in Spring Boot. So guys, how does Spring Boot handle externalized configuration? This is also important question, right? How does Spring Boot handle the externalized configuration, guys? So guys, see, Spring Boot handles externalized configuration by allowing properties to be specified outside the application package, just like jar or war file, right? This can be achieved through properties file, that means application property or application.yaml file in the src main resource directory, guys. Right? Second guys, with the help of environment variable, configuring property via environment variables. Guys, third type, command line argument. With the help of command line argument also you can handle the external configuration. Right? Passing configuration properties as an argument when running the application. Guys, last, what is the way? So config server, using a Spring Cloud config server for centralized configuration management in distributed system. This is also one type of externalized configuration in Spring Boot, guys. So guys, these are all 4 types of way we can use to handle the externalized configuration, guys. So guys, again I am repeating, you don't confuse. Please do comment on the comment section if you want all the answer in PDF format. I will upload, okay, as of now, you just listen very carefully what I am going to explain. So such type of answer also you need to tell to the respective interviewer. Definitely guys, I am telling to you, they will what convince with your answer. Right guys? So guys, question number 10. What is the significance of application.properties or application.yaml in a Spring Boot? So guys, definitely I hope you all the people know this answer very well. But this question came here, definitely I will explain as well. So guys, see, application.properties and application.yaml are what? Configuration files, right? Used to externalize application, right? What? It is used to externalize application setting. They allow developers to define and customize various properties such as database configuration, server setting, logging levels, and application specific properties. Correct? So guys, these files help keep configuration separate from the code, making it easier to manage and change setting without modifying the application code. Yes or no guys? That's why generally we are going to use application.properties or application.yaml file in the Spring Boot. Correct guys? This is very important, but also we should know the answer for this. Correct? Guys, next question. Question number 11. How can you create a Spring Boot application with embedded server? This is a very important question. Okay. Most of the interviewer ask this question, right? How can you create a Spring Boot application with embedded server, guys? Yes or no guys? So guys, see what we know. A Spring Boot simplifies the creation of application with embedded server by including library, right? For Tomcat or Jetty. Yes or no? To create an application with an embedded server, definitely we should know, right? Add dependency, include the appropriate starter dependency, guys. Example just like a Spring Boot starter web. Yes or no? Right? So the second thing, what? So we need to know configure the application. Yes or no? So define properties in application property or application YAML to customize server setting. Correct? Then guys, run the application. The main method introduced the at the rate of a Spring Boot application. You will start the embedded server when the application is run. Yes or no guys? So guys, this thing we should know. How can you create a Spring Boot application with embedded server? If all the point, if you remember, definitely you can start the application with the embedded server. Embedded means what? By default, what server has given in the embedded server, right? Okay. So we'll move next question. Explain the concept of a Spring Boot profile and how it is used. Correct? Some overview already have given in earlier question, right? But this is time I will explain somehow briefly, right? So what the question? Explain the concept of a Spring Boot profiles, right? And how it is used in our application. Guys, see, a Spring Boot profiles allow you to define different configuration for different environment. What I have told? A Spring Boot profiles allow you to define different configuration for different environment. Just like development level, testing level, pre-production level, production level. These all the type of what? Environment, right? Profiles are activated using the Spring. Guys, profiles are activated using the spring.profile.active. Sometimes interview may ask how you are going to activate your profiles in your application. That times you need to give the answer. Profiles are activated using the spring.properties.active property in application.properties or application.yaml file, or through command line argument. You can create profile specific configuration files, right? Just like the example I'm telling you, application.dev.properties, and use at the rate of profile annotation on means to conditionally include them based on your active profile. Okay, this answer you need to tell to the interviewer. Only they will come to know you know what is the concept of profile in the Spring Boot and how we need to use this thing. So guys, this answer of the question number 12. Guys, the question number 13. What is the difference between added component, added service, added repository and added controller? Guys, see, listen carefully one by one. I will explain. So guys, see first the annotation added component guide. So guys, it's a generic stereotype for any Spring managed components. It's a general purpose annotation for the beans level, right? Right. Second annotation guide, added service. It is a specialization of a component, right, which is used to annotate a service layer beans, right, indicating that the whole business logic, correct? That is service. Added repository. The name itself defines that is the database related what annotation guide. Yes or no? So guys, add means a specialization of a component used in the DO layer, right? Data access object beans, providing additional functionalities related to the data persistence and exception translation. Okay, that is use the added repository. Okay, and guys, last added controller. There is also a specialization of added component only, which is used to annotate classes that handle web requests in a Spring MVC guide. Added controller, and also we have one introduction, added REST controller. But as of now, I will explain added controller, which is what handles what web request guide in a Spring MVC. Typically handle HTTP request and returning views or response. Right, guys? So these all four types of annotation we should know when and how we need to use. So guys, next question, how do you integrate a Spring Boot with database? So also guys, we should know answer for this question, right? So what guys, how do you integrate a Spring Boot with database guys? So guys, to integrate a Spring Boot with database, we should know all the point what I'm going to explain. So guys, first point, add dependency. What you need to add dependency if you want to integrate database with the Spring Boot. What dependency guys? Include dependency for the database, example Spring Boot starter / data.jpa, right, for JPA or Hibernate. This is the first. Then second, configure database, define data source properties just like URL, username, password in application.property or application.yaml file. And next, create the entities, right? Create the entities. If you are going to JP or Hibernate, your bin class treated as a entity class, right? So define JPA entity using @entity and create repository extending the your JP repository or CRUD repository, right? That is by default, right? Whatever going to extend your class from JP repository and CRUD repository means you are going to integrate your database from the in Spring Boot, right? Then next, configure transaction, right? Use what transactional to manage what transaction, right guys? So guys, this is the question number 14. How we are going to integrate the database with the Spring Boot guys. So guys, next question is the last question but not least guys. So we should remember what are some common Spring Boot testing strategy, right? So guys, see, if you use testing things in Spring Boot, so then also this question may asked by the interviewer. So the answer should be guys, if you're going to use testing in the Spring Boot, so what is the way guide? So commonly testing strategy in the Spring Boot guide, first unit testing, right? Test individual components in isolation using framework like JUnit and Mockito. Use added mock bin to mock dependency guide, right? If you're going to get integration testing, right? What? If you're going to use integration testing in Spring Boot, so that's why test the integration of components and services using the added Spring Boot test integration you need to use to load the full application context. That purpose we need to use added Spring Boot test annotation guide. Guys, next, mock MVC testing guide. Test web layer components with mock MVC to simulate the HTTP request and validate the response. Right, guys? Next, test containers, right? Use test container for testing with real database or external services in isolated containers, guys. This also comes another testing strategy in the Spring Boot, guys. So in last, so property source testing, guys. Property source testing. You might be if you're going to use the property source or Spring Boot test. So you need to define the property name, just like property equal to key and what is the value for that. To set a specific property for respective test, then you can use the all type of testing things in your Spring Boot application, guys. So guys, the all top 15 question which is generally asked in the interview room by the interviewer. Guys, all things I'll explain orally. If you want to take one places all the answer, definitely please get, you just do comment in comment section. If you need all the answer one place, I will upload in coming video all the answer in a PDF format. That's it, guys. Definitely I hope all the answer what I have provided, it's helpful for you while if you're going to attend any interviewer in any interview, guys. So guys, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like, share and comment as well, guys. So I'll come to know you are watching my video and you like this video, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. As of now, we'll meet very soon in next video. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.